So in any event, we got work to do. It's not easy out there. I'm sitting there in my room before I walk downstairs, you know, and hopefully everybody understands that this is an opportunity you have to be successful in. I'm sitting there watching the news. And that's why, more importantly, not outside of the money, but we have got to make sure that we are financially literate. This is not a game. Because people come to, how many people come to me and say, I don't have $550? Y'all ever heard that? How about I don't have $180? Been working for 10 years, don't have $500. $50 a year, $4 a month, $1 a week. 25 cents, 4 quarters, 10 dimes. That's not a good look. But I'm sitting there watching TV, some examples of people. How many people understand Evander Holyfield losing his house? $10 million mansion, right, in Atlanta. Holyfield losing house, up for foreclosure. They said he made over $200 million in his boxing career, losing his house. $10 million house. How's that possible? Financially illiterate. He can read a book, but he can't read numbers. That's not good. Ed McMahon. Losing his house. All them years sitting on stage laughing at Johnny Carson's jokes. Michael Jackson, they said. You heard about Michael Jackson? You heard about that, right? Neverland. Michael Jackson? Oh, the Michael Jackson, Tito in them. How many people heard Michael Jackson, Neverland? Am I right? It's not a good look. Morgan's company said, Mike, beat it. They said that unemployment went up. 49,000 people lost their jobs in May. The highest it's ever been in the last 22 years. And it's not going to stop. You know why? It's something called outsourcing. Country's not creating jobs. We're taking the revenue, we ship it overseas. For years, we've had things made in Japan, made in China. That's one thing to make it over there. But now the jobs are going over. So not only they make it there, but the people and all the income is over there as well. It's not a good look. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to be successful in this. This is a no-brainer. This is the last stop shopping. This is the last supermarket on the earth. Does that make sense to anybody? And you know how we feel. No sympathy for a broke person in the richest country in the world. I'm going to leave you in the supermarket overnight, and I come back the next morning, you tell me you're hungry. It's the land of opportunity. People die from other countries to come over here on rafts. We laugh at people. Mexicans, they're on the bottom of trucks. See them on Discovery Channel, doing everything they can to get to this country. And we've been here for how long and what we doing? And they come in to open up a business. Not work for the phone company. Not work for the government. Think about this. Would you leave your family to go to another country, to go earn income, to send it back home? Most people, that's a question they would never answer. They can't leave their house to come to the briefing on a Monday night. You ready? Yeah. 5:30 a.m. call. Who gets on that call? How many understand it's not your song? That make sense? That's my song. That's not your song. That's Beyonce's song. Here's the idea. Let's talk about how we build a business. Everything's about distribution, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, Heinz Ketchup did not invent tomatoes. They put the distribution in place. Mott's did not invent apples. They put the distribution in place. Welch's did not invent grapes. They put the distribution in place. T&I, we did not invent the noni fruit, but what did we do? We put the what? They use stores. We use people. Is that all right with everybody? First thing in the record company, what do you want? You want a distribution deal. Ray Kroc started with milkshakes. That's how he got McDonald's to be big. He wanted to sell milkshake machines. And all of a sudden, he realized what they had their hands on, so he said, I'm going to introduce something called franchising, distribution. We do the same thing. When you duplicate a concept using a building, it's called franchising. True? When you duplicate a concept using people, we call it network marketing. Every McDonald's is an outlet for Big Macs, burgers, fries, and shakes. Every Tahitian known person or IPC in your downline is what? Same exact thing. An outlet for what? Hero, hair care line, facial care line, all that stuff. Does that make sense to anybody? He who has the most outlets wins. Pretty simple, right? However, there's simplicity, there's some complexity that goes along with that. What is our recruiting system? How many people understand that every great company recruits? Every great institution recruits. I'm in the real estate business. I recruit what? Good tenants. We try to. We ain't doing so good. Does that make sense? I run an ad. I look for good tenants. How many people understand if I want to maybe fill 3 properties, I might have to interview 9 or 10 people? Does that make sense? To find some good ones. How many people believe if you want to find 3 or 4 or 5 good reps, you might have to interview a number of people? Are you willing to go through the numbers? Does the NBA recruit? Does the NFL recruit? All day long. Do major colleges recruit? Do law firms recruit? Do hospitals recruit? If you have a job, you were recruited. They put out an ad. You answered it. They were looking for good people. Then they put you through an interview process. You were recruited. You didn't even know it. Everybody recruits. Anybody got a problem with recruiting? Now, key to the game is who we're recruiting. We have a system. It's called peaking and passing. Everybody knows what system stands for, right? Save yourself time, energy, and money. People you know that work extremely hard and have no money have no system. An assembly line is a system. McDonald's is a system. That's why it's run by teenagers. Does that make sense? Systems are important. Systems make you wealthy. Because as long as the work is done, the system keeps moving. Everybody got that? Peaking and passing. Very simple. Here's the psychology of the peak. We pique interest, ladies and gentlemen. The key to the game is a person who moves into a new neighborhood, not supposed to give out directions. You might know you have a $3 million house, but if you just moved in there, that doesn't mean you know how to give people directions, but you know it's a $3 million house. You know you have $1 million opportunity, but that doesn't mean you should be giving out the directions on how to get here. Y'all with me? Here's the psychology. Here's where the new people and the old people and the people that have been around, here's where we kind of mess it up. Psychology of the peak. This is all psychological. This business is easy. Everybody wants passive and residual income. Why did we ask the questions that we do? And what are the questions? Are you interested in making some money? Some serious, oh, excuse me, back up. Are you interested in making some serious extra income? And it's important that you understand that, because if someone calls me and says, Jeff, you want to make some money, some extra money? First of all, what is extra money? You ever talk to your friends and say, you got an extra $20? No. Who's got an extra 20? Rob, you got an extra $20? Nah, man. Nobody's got an extra anything. No one wants to make extra money. But if you want to get my attention, it better be some serious money. Does that make sense to anybody? Because I'm busy. Your busy people don't have time for extra money. You want extra money, get an extra job. Does that make sense to anybody? Sitting in a $1 billion industry, sitting in extra money. Some serious extra income. My favorite, what time will you be home? To me, very simple, no questions. Because sometimes you ask somebody, you want to make some serious extra income. How many people agree that it might prompt a question? Does that make sense? All day long. I like that idea. What time will you be home? Pretty simple. Got my man, brother Kamal Kubis, sitting in the front row. I call Kamal Kubis at 11 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm at work. I call Kamal. I say, hey, Kamal, how you doing, my brother? Doing great? Listen, man, I'm a little busy right now. I want to chat with you a little bit later, man. What time are you going to be home? 7 o'clock, give you a call 7 o'clock. Is that all right? Fantastic. That's how we do it. Is that simple? To me, it's simple. The more simplistic it is, the more money we make. Now, types of people that we peak. Blues.